Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming this presentation. We from Group 4 want to presentation our paper, namely Accounting Standard GAAP and ISAP. Before our start our presentation, let me introduce myself. Me as group leader. My name is Michael Brian Jokain and my friend.
My name is Beatriz Anthony Salara. My name is Susan Maria. My name is Trisna Agustina Bifoy.
Hello, my name is Angelina Putri Nora. I will explain the material about the impact of difference of accounting standard.
Hello everyone, good morning. Thank you for joining our presentation. We from Group 4 will presentation our paper with topic Accounting Standard GAAP and EASB with title History Development of Accounting Standard in Indonesia and Internationally. We will discuss about the difference of each country and the impact. Before we start our presentation, let me introduce myself. My name is Michael Rensiokain. As a leader, I will presentation slide works. I will tell you guys about history and development of accounting standard is. This presentation explore the historical development of accounting standard both in Indonesia and international. We will cover the evolution of generally aspect accounting principle GAAP and International Financial Reporting Standard IFRS. Highlight their key difference and the ongoing effort toward convergence. Accounting standards provide the bedrock for reliable financial reporting. They guarantee the financial statements are accurate, consistent, and transparent. Adhering to this standard to stress archivality with stakeholders and emblance better comparison of company, then let's delve into a specific. Thank you. Next, my friend will tell you about the material.
Okay, I will explain about the genesis of accounting standard. First, USGAAP. Developed in the US in response to the 1929 Great Depression, leading to the establishment of the Securities and Exchange Commission (SIC) in 1934. Initially managed by communities, now overseen by the Financial Accounting Standard Board (FASB) since 1973. Here are 2 points. The first one is rule based with specific guidelines. The second one is focus and detailed implementation. Okay, let's move on to the next material about International Accounting Standard. Emerged in 1973 with the establishment of the International Accounting Standard Community (IASC), restructured in the 2001 into the International Accounting Standard Board (IASB), issuing IFRS, adopted by over 140 countries. First, principle based with flexible framework. The second one is aim to harmonize global accounting. The next slide is about the IFRS adoption in Indonesia. In Indonesia itself, three stages in accounting standard. The first is adoption stage. Indonesia adoption of IFRS involves different stages, including the formal adoption of international standard into national framework. The second one is preparation stage. Third, preparation is essential to implement IFRS effectively, including translating standards and adapting them to the local context. The third, implementation stage. Successful implementation of IFRS in Indonesia includes educating professionals and ensuring compliance through regulatory oversight. Indonesia is actively aligning its accounting standard with IFRS through the BSAK IHI, enhancing transparency and comparability of global investors.
Role of IFRS. The first is global standard, as we offer 114 countries making contribution. And two, principle base, offers flexibility in financial reporting. And three, countries aims to harmonize global standards. IFRS, International Financial Reporting Standard, improve transparency, accountability, and efficiency in global markets, offering practical solutions to cross-border financial communication. Okay, next, breeding CAP SAK IFRS. The first is contrast, adopting IFRS principle, and two, education, training professionals, and three, transparency, clear communication. Indonesia in reporting to the need to adopting international accounting standards and a transparency investor by gradually adopting IFRS. It is crucial for public companies to fully adopting this approach. This is true ease of understanding across borders and also offers vertical solution.
Hello Mom, my name is Trisna Agustina Pinfoe. Alright, I will explain about theoretical framework SAK versus IFRS. First, we have IFRS, which stands for International Financial Reporting Standard. This framework aims to ensure that financial statements are comparable and transparent across different countries. By adopting IFRS, companies around the world can present their financial information in a consistent and understandable way for global investors. Next is SAK or Standard Accounting, which is the Indonesian Financial Accounting Standards. SAK has been revised and codified by the Indonesian Institute of Accounting IAI. SAK is harmonized with international standards like IFRS. there are still some local adjustments that reflect Indonesia's specific economic and legal context. Lastly, we have GAAP, which stands for Generally Accepted Accounting Principles. This refers to the accounting standards used within a specific country or jurisdiction. So in this case, SAK is essentially the GAAP for Indonesia. Thank you.
Okay, the first is investor confession. Investors, particularly from the United States, may struggle to understand financial reporter prepared using local standards such as financial accounting standard. This can reduce investor confidence in the financial information presented, affecting their investment decisions. There is potential decline in foreign investment interest due to lack of clarity and transparency. And the second is dual reporting. Multinational companies are required to prepare multiple financial reports to comply with both local and international standards. This increases administrative workload and reporting costs due to the need for reconciliation and additional disclosures. Inconsistencies may arise between reports, leading to confusion among stakeholders. The next, capital market barriers. Differences in accounting standards create challenges for companies seeking to be listed on foreign or local stock exchange. Access to international capital market becomes more difficult as financial reporting are not usually easily comparable across countries. It may reduce a company's competitiveness in the global market. Thank you.
Thank you for your attention and participation for our presentation. We really appreciate your time and enthusiasm. If you have any question, let me know in the group chat, and except of course for the fact that we just are tell our presentation. Again, thank you, and we hope this discussion is useful for us.
Thank you.
Ulang. Ini siapa